Great start for us. That's one of the favorites, for sure. Washington, clearly one of the favorites this season. With or without Deladon, they have so many weapons. They had us on our heels in transition all night, to their credit. Then they really looked in exhibition and against us a desire to really play in transition, and they had us on our heels. So, but when we got them corralled in the half court, we did in stretches some really nice job. But they are one of the best shooting teams in the league, and they missed some open shots tonight. So we know when we play them again soon that it can be quickly a different story if they make some of those shots. Big game by Alyssa Thomas. Really got us going off the pick and roll. Jasmine really commanded. When we had Leja in there, she really commanded the game and ran the game. So we had great point play the whole night. When a night where we struggled in stretches to get Courtney and JJ, after her first 4 points, get JJ her strict shots, the battery of Thomas really did a nice job for us. And that's a great opening win for us. Good, no questions?
Curt,
I can,
you mentioned tonight. Do you think that, yes, they missed some open shots, but was there something that you guys were doing that, that 3-point shooting that they had, 10%, that's not going to happen often.
Yeah, we made them make extra passes at times, and we got congestion in the half court when we finally got back in transition. They put us on our heels in transition, but they missed shots. So you got to give us some credit, but they miss shots that they're capable of making, and it never helps with seeing Tolliver, one of the great shooters in this league, go down with an injury, and so we wish her all the best. I coach her in LA, and just she's a fantastic person and great for the league.
It would be a bit rash and presumptuous to say the first game of the season was a must-win, but given the advantages you guys had tonight, home court, big crowd, Deladon, Tolliver, not ready, almost a must-win in some respect.
We equaled the best home record in the league last year, so we know how important home court, taking care of home court and winning your home games. Jasmine really expressed that and took the leadership role in expressing the team to the team how important home wins are. So every home win is magnified, no matter who's playing, who's not. We know no matter all the people that are out of this league right now with injuries, some for the season, some right now, every home game's big. So was it must win? It's never must win, but it gave us some momentum. We know who we play. We know who we play out of the gates. Indiana looks fantastic right now, playing so hard and playing more confidently than ever. Then you go on a West Coast trip and you got LA and Vegas, two of the favorites. You come back and get LA. You're going to get Atlanta and Washington quickly after that. We knew these first 8 games out of the gate, the schedule makers did us no favors. We play a lot of the favorites. So any win at this time of the year is important because we know who we play out of the gate.
How about Alyssa? I don't know if you talked about Alyssa at all, but wow, she came on especially in that, even for the first quarter and the third quarter for that matter.
Yeah, just, she is our engine. Jazz and her are such a battery for us. Some nights she's the facilitator. Tonight she was the finisher. There was a lot of attention given to Jonquel, and understandably so. And so it left Alyssa on some one-on-one opportunities, and she had a great night finishing against size. She had a great night in that lane area where she, makes her money and is one of the best in the league in that area. And tonight she was forced to go finish. They didn't bring a lot of doubles to her. They stayed at home on JJ, and she did a great job finishing around the rim.
Third quarter, you guys didn't have an extra jump in your step offensively. What was the difference that you see from the group coming out of the locker room?
It was a really calm locker room. We had a good conversation about what did they feel, and that's what happens when you've been with a group this long. It's so hard to explain. Like, I can walk in there now and go, "What do you feel? What do you see?" And there's dialogue. There's collaboration. When you have players that you trust with everything now, and they trust me, it doesn't have to be, we say this, the coaching staff says this. So they took a lot of ownership, and they talked a lot about what they were feeling and seeing, and we asked them to then do those things, and they executed it in the third quarter and set the tone.
Going back to Alyssa a little bit, do you ever say to yourself, oh no, when you see some of her shots, and yet sometimes they go in?
Yeah, you know, she's very capable. Tonight was a great night for her finishing in that, what I call gray area for her. They weren't layups. They're jumpers for her, or, you know,
Wingers.
like floaters, and you know, she's just so talented. Is, you know, no matter what people want to say about her mechanics, she's just so talented, and she stepped up big tonight, and that's what we need out of the Thomases. They're so important to our success.
I think Mike Tebow compared her to Anthony Mason. Would you agree?
Exactly. I mean, a great comparison. You know, just a little unorthodox. You know, without Candace Parker currently playing, I think the best facilitating forward in the league, and just a warrior. She guarded people that she gave up 4 inches on all night long, and as talented as Miesemann is, you just love the way that AT battled with her.
Curt, you know what you're going to get from your starting 5, Brianna, Clarendon. How did you like the others tonight coming off the bench? Yeah,
she topped with a huge spark for us off the bench, and then picked up her second foul. So her minutes are deceiving. There's a lot of confidence in Morgan tonight. She would have logged more minutes if she would have stayed out of foul trouble in that first half. Rachel gave us some offense. I think she'll be disappointed with some of the missed assignments, but really gave us an offensive spark. So again, players in their 4th year, know the system, comfortable. They play at a pace that they can be successful at. They look like pros and play at a pace. But Leja was the real story of that second unit. Really, her aggressiveness, her downhill mentality, really ran that second unit. Gave us an aggressiveness that we needed in that second unit. Bree Jones can be good. That second unit has a chance to be really important for us.
What did you like about having Jazz and Leisha both out there on the floor late first half instead of having Courtney out there?
Yeah, you know, we had trouble getting Courtney going offensively, so it gives you another ball handler. Leisha's so physical and can keep the pace up. So sometimes you give up a little bit of shooting, but you get someone that's very vocal, who's a natural leader. You get 2 ball handlers. You can take Jazz off the ball a little bit and get her a little bit of a rest even while she's in the game. So we did that a lot down the stretch of that great finish last year when we won 9 of our last 10 and played those 2 together a lot, and I liked what I saw with those 2 on the floor together tonight.
You like being out there on the floor together too?
Yeah.
Donka?
You mentioned foul trouble. I know there were times, especially after fouls, where you didn't look very. What were some of the things that you would like to see your team adjust with the turnaround on Tuesday?
Yeah, you know, fouls have been a big story for us. We led the league, unfortunately. This is not a good stat, on percentage of points by opponents scored at the foul line, anyone in the league. So it's been a little bit of an Achilles heel that we fouled too much. And so playing a 4th quarter, the whole 4th quarter with only 2 fouls, keep as much as they played downhill at us and got the ball into the paint. We did a decent job of not fouling them around the rim, but that's always been a concern of ours. We have fouled too much, and so it's again another aggressive team, another really athletic team coming in here Tuesday, Indiana. They're going to go right at us to the rim. And so we're going to be challenged once again to keep our fouls low in the paint.
Was that what you were yelling at Leisha in the second quarter towards the end? She had a personal foul, and you seemed to be really quite vocal, as you put it, with Leisha.
Yeah, you know, just trying to encourage them to get to the finish line. We know how important the end of quarters are for momentum. It doesn't matter if it's the second going into the half, it's the third. We had, in our exhibition loss against Dallas, we were really poor in the last 2 minutes of every quarter. And so it may not have been one particular thing, but just trying to get her to will that group to the finish line, will the group to halftime.